Hello everyone. So in this video, first of all, we will learn about what are the divisions of the earth, that is divided into water bodies and land bodies. Okay, the land bodies is further divided into major landforms, that is mountains, plateaus and plains. Okay, so let's start our chapter. So let's talk about major landforms. So we know that the surface of the earth is made up of land and water bodies. Okay. So water bodies covers 71% of earth. Okay. And land covers 29% of earth's surface. Okay. Because everything is 100% in itself. है ना? Everything is 100% in itself. So suppose earth is 100%, so its 71% is covered by the water bodies. Okay, so major water bodies are called oceans. So we have discussed in our previous chapter that what are the four major oceans of world. Okay, so about 29% of the earth's surface is under land and about 71% of earth's surface is under water. Okay, so the surface of the earth is not uniform, is always changing. There are flat areas on the earth's surface called plains. So the flat areas, okay, the place where we live, these flat areas are called plains. Okay, and the area which rises, suppose this is the land or this is the plain. Okay, so after so many years, suppose the waste material or something gets stuck to here and it forms, the land rises from the plain. Okay, the land rises from the plain. Suppose this is the plain area. Okay, and the land rises from the plain. These rises land is called plateaus. Okay, like mountains, hills, these parts, mountains, hills and plateaus. Okay, so the variation on the earth's surface are called its relief features. Yes, so you have to underline this part, that the variation of the earth is called its relief features. So if I ask you that what are the relief features of earth, so you have to say that the plains, hills, mountains and plateaus, these are the relief features of the earth. Okay, so main relief features are mountain, plains, river valleys also. Okay, river valleys means the way or a road made by the flowing of river. Okay, so now discuss the first relief feature of earth or the landform part of the earth, that is called mountain. So as we all see that, or we are well aware of that, what is mountain? So it is an elevated means, suppose this is the plain and the part which rises from the land, this is called the elevated part. Okay, the same is mountain and the same is plateaus. So mountains is the highest elevated part of the earth's surface, and the mountain should be about 900 meters higher than the surrounding areas. Okay, means if this is the surrounding area and this is the mountain, then the height from its peak to the bottom must be 900 meter. Then only we can say that it is a mountain. Okay, अगर इतनी हाइट नहीं होगी, so we can say it as plateaus or hills. Now, the mountains have steep slopes and peaks which can be conical or round in shape. Okay, conical means a cone-like structure in this way, and circular shape means in this way. Okay, so the mountains are the highest landform on the earth's surface. Yes, these are the highest. Highest means सबसे ऊंचे, है ना? That is why we say that the highest peak of the earth is Mount Everest. Okay. At first sight, all mountains on the earth look alike, but they are formed in different ways. The height and shape of the mountains vary from region to region. Yes, if we go towards the north of the India, we will see the highest peaks of the world as well as our India, that is K2. Okay, so highest peak of India is K2. In this way, all the height and shape of mountains are vary from region to region. Okay, so all the variations in the mountain are mainly due to the age of mountains. Thus the mountains can be young or old. Okay, so mountains are divided into two types, that is young mountains and old mountains. So the example of young mountain is Himalaya mountain, and oldest mountain of the world is Aravalli range. Okay, so remember this, the mountains can be young, example is Himalayan mountain, and old, that is Aravalli range, and this is quite more important. Okay, so the young mountains are very high, okay, because they are made at present time. Okay, have sharp features and conical peaks. The old mountains are low and have round features and peaks. Okay, at some places several mountains join together to form a range. Yes, range means suppose this is one mountain, this is another mountain, this is another, this is another, in this way. So the entire togetherness of this mountain called a range. Okay, and it is nothing but the same, that is Aravalli range. Okay, it is made up of several mountains together. So such as Andes mountain in the North America. Yes, Andes mountain is in North America, so underline this part, and Rockies mountain is in North America. Okay, Andes in South America and Rockies in North America. So some of the mountain remains under ice and snow almost throughout the year. So what is the example of the mountain that remains under and snow throughout the year? That is nothing but Himalayan mountain. Okay, as the image is given at the top. Now there are many advantages. Okay, advantages of having mountains. So what are those? First of all, the mountain do not permit hot or cold wind to enter this region. Okay, suppose this is the surrounding part and this is the mountainous part. Okay, in this way. So if the hot air blows from here, so the land or any water body or any land body that is present here, or the town or the village, if they live here, okay, in this region, then they do not feel too much cold, too much of hot air. Okay, because it get collide and gets condensed into a vapor. Okay, so the river originating from mountains provide water almost throughout the year, and this is the important advantage of having mountains. Okay, so the winds having water vapor get cools and thus give rainfall. देखो, the air which gets collide with the mountain, and if vapor is present, it get condensed, है ना, वो ठंडी हो जाएंगी, and if the vapor gets condensed, the rainfall will start. Okay, so the slopes of the mountain have thick forest and rich grasslands. Some mountains have rich deposits of minerals, and it is also one of the important advantage that most of the minerals are found in mountains only, not in plains. Okay, so many health and tourist resorts have been developed in the mountain, as you have seen the spa centers. Okay, the physiotherapist or the physiotherapy, the mental therapy, many of the spas have been originated, not originated means developed. Okay, developed in the mountains. So the rock and stones from the mountain are used for building roads and buildings. Now the second major feature of the earth is plateaus. Okay, so we have learnt about the mountain range. Okay, mountain range, it is of two types, one is old and another is young. So the example of young mountain is Himalaya, and the older mountains is oldest mountain of world is Aravalli range. Okay, one or more example is there, that Andes mountain is in South America and Rockies mountain range is in North America. These are the mountain ranges. Okay, now we will talk about the plateaus. So plateau rises suddenly from the surrounding areas. Okay, the rises suddenly. Okay, so it has steep sides and a flat top. In almost cases the sides are deeply cut by streams and rivers. Generally the plateaus are formed near mountains or surrounded by the mountains. So area which is higher to the sea level. Okay, basically we always measure the surface with respect to sea. Okay, that it is 25 meter above the sea level, or you have seen that it is 900 meter above the sea level. Okay, so we always measure the land with respect to sea level. Okay, so basically if we talk about the plateaus, so plateaus are the parts which have been rising from the surrounding itself. Okay, and it is surrounded by the various mountains. Mountains or the river have been passed through the plateaus. Okay, so most of the plateaus are large and spread over hundred of kilometers. So the highest plateau is normally more than 500 meters. Okay, look, if the plateau reaches the height of 900 meters, it will become a mountain. Okay, this we have discussed in our previous page that it should be about 900-meter higher than surrounding area. Okay, but the plateau are normally up to 500 meters above the surface area. Okay, they are found in every continent. Yes, every continent have plain, plateaus, rivers, desert. Okay, now one third of the surface of the earth, the Deccan Plateau of India is very large. So underline this part, that which plateau is very large in size. Okay, so it is India. And the plateau of Tibet in China is surrounded by mountains ranges on the sides. Okay, means if here it is the Tibet plateau, okay, then it is surrounded by the mountain range from all the types, all the sides. Okay, so look at, this is the plateau. Okay, this is the highest regions. Now some plateaus have deep canyons. Look at the image here. Okay, this is the river, and I have already told you that plateaus are rises away from the surface. Okay, so look at the height from this top to this bottom. So its height must be above 600 meter. Okay, so these plateaus have deep canyons such as the Grand Canyon of Colorado in USA. Okay, so if I say, or if I ask that now Grand Canyon of Colorado is situated in which of the country, so it is in USA. So due to high altitude, some of the plateau regions have cool climate. Okay, look, as we above rises above the sea level, the temperature decreases. Okay, decreases means temperature gets colder and colder as we move at the certain height. Okay, some old plateaus, especially the lava plateaus, are rich in minerals such as iron, copper, silver, bauxite, etc. Okay, look, in earth crust, in the center of the earth, we have everything in the molten form. Okay, everything in the molten form. So it gets to the earth's surface with the help of, sorry, in the form of lava. Okay, so look, in the earth crust everything is in molten state. So the iron, copper, zinc, everything is found under the earth. Okay, so it is the mixture of nothing but that elements only. Okay, so if it gets out from the earth crust with the help, with the form of, in the form of lava, then the lava plateaus, okay, the plateaus which are made by lava, so they must be very rich in minerals. Okay, because lava is nothing but the mixture of minerals. Okay, so that is why in some old plateaus, especially the lava plateaus, are rich in minerals such as iron, copper, silver and bauxite. The plateaus located in tropical areas such as the Deccan Plateau of India are good for growing crops. The rivers can develop waterfalls due to steep sides. They provide suitable sites for producing hydroelectricity. What is hydroelectricity? The electricity produced by the waterfall. Okay, hydro comes from the word hydra, which means water. Okay, so it is nothing but the water electricity. Now some plateau regions have rich grasslands which are used for rearing cattle and sheep. This is the plain area. Okay, now we will discuss about the plains. This is the plain area. Okay, if suppose here it is mountain, then this mountain is called plateau and this is the plain. Okay, now plains are generally low-lying flat areas on the surface of the earth. They are also called lowlands. So underline this part, that what is the another name of plains? It is called lowlands. Okay, and plateaus is called highlands. Highlands. So some plains areas are level while some of the having the gently sloping land. The plain area is generally less than 200 meters in height. So basically the earth surface is divided into three types. अगर वो 900 मीटर से ज़्यादा है या 900 मीटर है, then it is called mountain. If it is more or compared to 500 meter, then it is called plateau. And the region, this is the surface to up to 200 meter, it is called the plain. Okay. So now most of the plain area in the northern world are formed by rivers. The northern plains of India have been built by Ganga river and its tributaries. Tributaries means, suppose this is the flowing of river, okay, and it gets cut down from this side and starts flowing here in this way, okay. So these are the tributaries, okay, and these tributaries get mixed with another river or the same river after covering some distance, okay. Now the plain area have fertile soil. Yes, very important that the fertilization is mainly done in plains, okay, mainly done in plains. It can be grown on plateaus also. So which are the good for growing crops? Some plains are located in the interior of continents while many others are along the sea coast. So most plain areas with suitable climatic conditions are thickly populated. Look, the plains have very suitable climatic conditions, means neither too hot neither too cold, okay. That is why that's why it will be densely populated, okay, or thickly populated. So many cities and towns have developed in the plains. So the plain have following advantages for us. So yes, everyone have its own advantage. So what are the advantages of plain? So plain in the river valley have fertile soil. This is the important advantage, that the plains have the fertile soil and fit for growing large variety of crops, okay. So it is easy to build different modes of transport in plains such as roads, railways, airports, etc, okay. Look, in plain it is the flat part, so we can easily make the road, okay. If we have to make the road through the plateau, then we have to cover the gently slope, okay. Means if anyone falls from that road, he may be rolling up to the downwards, okay. So this caused the severe injury to him, okay. So it is quite easier to build the transport medium to the plains, in the plains. So the irrigation facilities are built in plain areas such as canals को हिंदी में बोलते हैं नहर, okay. Many industrial plains such as iron and steel, oil refineries, etc. have developed only in plain areas. Yes, so our checkpoint is here that the Himalayas are young mountains. Yes, it is true. The Rockies in the North America, a vast plain land. No, beta, it is mountain range. Okay. The plateau of Tibet is surrounded by water bodies. No, it is surrounded by mountains. The plain area are thickly populated. Yes. So what are river valleys? River valleys, look, first of all, it is divided into three types. Okay, what are those three? First is upper, second is middle, and third is lower. Okay, so the upper part is also called the young part. Okay, look, why it is young part? Suppose this is the river valley. Okay, this is the river valley. So if now the river valley is this way, okay, so it is called the lower valley, this is the middle valley, and this will be the upper valley. So it is formed, the upper valley is formed after lower and middle, that is why it is called the young part, okay. So the part of river valley is in mountains and the valley has rapids, waterfalls. Rapid means flowing of water at a fast rate, okay, flowing of water at fast rate, waterfalls and canyons in its path. So the river can cut a deep valley. The river flows swiftly with has less water. Now the middle or the mature part. So this part of river begins when the river leaves the mountains. Look, most of the river have its origin on the mountain. Okay, like Ganga is, or the origin of Ganga is called Gangotri, which is present in Himalaya mountain. Okay, so when from the Gangotri, when Ganga flows and it flows on the mountain, so it is called the younger part or the upper part. Okay. When the river Ganga leaves the Himalaya mountain and enters into the region of Nepal, sorry, in the region of India, it is called the middle or the mature part. Okay. So here the river valley becomes wide and has more water in it. The speed of river decreases and the river forms loops which are called meanders. What are the meanders? Look, these are the meanders. Okay, means wherever it gets the slope, the water start flowing in this area. So these are the meanders. Okay, now the lowest part or the old part. So in this part the river flows slowly, mostly gets divided into many parts. So the many parts of river is called distributaries. Okay, means the water gets distributed in small canals or rivers. So most of the rivers form delta. Delta means in this shape. Okay, in a triangular shape. Okay, before joining sea, gulf or ocean. So every river either joins the sea, the gulf or the ocean. Okay, now chapter is finished. So in this chapter basically we have talked about the major landforms, means the earth surface, which is 29% of the total earth. Okay, so major landforms is divided into the various relief features, that are mountains, plateaus, plains and rivers. So mountains are two types, that is young and old. Now after that we have discussed about the plateaus. So plateaus are the regions which are about 500 meters away, sorry, 500 meters rises from the sea level. Okay, and the plains, the region which are flattened at the level of sea or just 200 meters above the sea level, those regions are called plains. After that we have discussed about the river valleys. So and it is divided into three types, that is the youngest part or the upper part, the middle part which is also called the mature part, and the lower part. Okay, or it is called the oldest part. Now the flowing of river gets very slow down at the oldest part, so it is distributed into many water bodies which are called distributaries. Okay, and before joining any sea, gulf or ocean, it forms the delta, which is a triangular shape figure.